What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day today and I hope it gets even better from watching this video. Today I'm so excited. First of all, it's sunny. Haven't experienced the sun in months, so this is a change. My endorphins are running. But also today is the last video of 2023 and I thought we would make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more lighthearted to end this year on a high, but also figure out ways that we can make 2024 better. I feel like we've done so many like serious get ready for 2024 videos, and I just thought it might be nice to end this off on a really light, happy note. So I'm gonna share with you 10 different ideas of how to glow up. So we're gonna talk lifestyle, kind of internal psyche, the mind, you know, the things we usually cover because we're so smart around here. And then we're also going to talk about your like appearance. If you want to make this into like a 1-month challenge or something fun, you can choose like 1 to 3 things you want to focus on, like just the things that resonate with you the most, you know, but these are just ideas. You can pick and choose. Use this however you want to. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nika. I make videos all about self-improvement and I like to make them very like strategic, organized, like to-do list form. And you and I can both like change our lives for the better and just become the best versions of ourselves. So if that's something that you're interested in, I hope you stick around and subscribe. And you can also check out my social media if you're interested more in like my personal life and all of that good stuff. Now, without further ado, let's get into the 10 ways you can glow up in 2024. Alrighty, let's start on a really fun note and talk about style and kind of finding your personal style or elevating your style. That's kind of the journey I've been on recently. I'm turning 26 in the spring and I feel like your mid-20s are kind of like confusing style-wise. I mean, obviously you can wear whatever you want, whatever styles, trends you want to follow, whatever floats your boat. It's a personal thing. For me personally, I feel like I've been dressing the same way since I was a teenager and I just kind of want to elevate it a little bit. Like I know kind of what I like and I just want to make it better. So we're going to talk about how you can kind of figure out your personal style and like how to elevate it. One way to elevate your style is with beautiful accessories. I recently got this gorgeous bag. It's from Songmont and they're actually sponsoring this video. So Songmont is an Asian women's owned brand and they have amazing high quality purses but at a more affordable price point. So this is the bag I picked out. It's their small Luna bag. The really cool part about this bag is that you can wear it 4 different ways. So you kind of have like 4 bags in one. So it comes with 2 different straps. This is the first one, so you can wear it just like as a shoulder bag, which I've been doing. And then you can actually take this off and then you can put these 2 parts together. So it turns into a really beautiful like evening clutch kind of bag. And then the third way is that you put this strap around it, clasp it together, and then you get another kind of evening style bag that's a little bit more like unique. And then it also comes with a longer strap, so you can also wear it as like a crossbody bag to have a more like casual vibe. This one is in the color ivory, but the Luna bag comes in 3 different sizes and various different colors. It's made out of fine calf leather, which gives it kind of like a soft feel. It has like a little magnet as well, so you can like properly close it. And then the interior lining is made out of microfiber leather. It's this really beautiful green color, and it also has a little pocket on the inside, which is super useful. I feel like their bags are unique but still like timeless and classy, so you can have them for many years. And I can definitely see myself wearing this so much and like not getting sick of it because it's such like a staple piece. Also super cool, they use sustainable manufacturing, which is always a massive plus in my books. I'll have the link to Songmont down below in the description box, and I hope you can find your own special, timeless, unique bag. Alrighty, now let's talk finding and like upgrading your personal style. So as I've said, I've kind of been on this journey, so I'm going to share what I've done that's been really helpful. So the first thing I did is I kind of went through my photos, my Instagram, all of that, and I found and screenshotted outfits where I personally feel like I look good and it like works for me, and I also know that I feel good in them. So just kind of my current style that's working, and you kind of get like a vibe, so you can make that into a mood board so you have a very clear picture of that. And then I spent a long time researching this, okay, because it is like a wormhole. It takes a while. So I researched my KIBBE type, which is basically different body types, and it's more complicated than things like a pear-shaped body. It has a lot to do with like your bone structure and all of that. It's a little complicated, but I'll link two channels that really helped me to figure all this out. And based on your KIBBE body type, it really helps you to figure out what really suits you and what works for you and what doesn't. Of course, you can still do whatever you want, but it's just really, really good to know. And they kind of give you like different ideas of how you could elevate and play with your style in a way that's super flattering on you. And then you can figure out your color season. So it's like summer, spring, winter, fall, obviously. In each seasons, there's 3 like subcategories. And it really helps you to figure out which colors suit you, which like hair colors suit you, what kind of tones work for you, all of that. It also has a lot to do with, of course, your undertone. And it's, again, super, super helpful. And then the last thing that I researched recently is your essence. And this is just kind of more your vibe and more about your face. From my understanding, again, I'll link people that are much better at explaining this than I am and can help you out. But you have like a classic essence, a natural essence, just kind of your overall vibe. And again, that can also be pretty helpful when you're figuring out your style, like your hair, all of that. It's also just super fun to research. I mean, it's kind of like figuring out your astrology chart and then sharing it with your friends and asking them what theirs are. You know, it's just fun. It's like a girly thing, so highly, highly recommend. And then with all of that in mind, I made a Pinterest board of kind of my personal elevated style with everything I just mentioned in mind. And then I wrote a list of items that I'm missing in order to achieve that, and then just kind of items that I know work for me that I would like to invest in more. And then the next step for me is going to be kind of decluttering pieces that I know just do not work for me. They don't do anything good for me. They're not flattering, or I don't wear them. I don't feel good in them. And I just want to say, you don't have to spend a lot of money on this. I mean, just even figuring out what items in your closet work and styling those in a different way can make such a big difference. Or if you plan to declutter certain clothes, you can encourage your friends to do the same. And then you can meet up and exchange those clothes that you were wanting to get rid of anyway, you know? You can also go thrifting. So there's so many different things you can try out so you don't have to hurt your wallet, because that's not fun. And that is not a glow up, okay? We'll talk about finances in a little bit, just you wait. The next ways to glow up, which none of us want to hear, but it has to be said: drink enough water, okay? That makes such a huge difference in your appearance, also how you feel. It wakes you up, it feels great. So I personally carry a bottle of water around. I also drink a lot of water in the morning, and that actually makes me thirsty throughout the day. If I don't do that, I don't feel thirsty. I don't know what it is, but it works for me. So if you're not drinking enough water, try that out. And then also finding your own personalized workout routine, or just something you do to be active. I was trying so hard to have like a consistent workout routine, and I had like a gym membership. I had so many workouts I could do at home. I even built myself a routine and did a lot of research, and it never worked for me because I hate it. I know hate is a strong word, but I mean it. I hate it so much. I find it so mind-numbingly boring. It is not for me, okay? And so I was struggling for so long trying to figure that out and like stay consistent, and it just never worked because I hated it. I did not enjoy it whatsoever. It was such a struggle. Yeah, I felt like pretty good after, but it just was not for me. Try different classes, or even if you don't want to spend money on it, you can try like roller skating, you can try going on a run, you can try hula hooping or like jumping with a rope, you know, like there's so many things you can do. You can learn how to do cartwheels, handstands. Like if the traditional type of workouts are not for you, you don't have to do them. There's so many ways to be active. You can go take ice skating lessons or swimming lessons. Like there's so many possibilities. I found what I love through Reformer Pilates. I love it so much. And when I started going, it was so fun for me that I now go twice a week, and it's like, it's fun. You know, it's not like a struggle. It's not like, oh, I have to work out today. And then when that became a routine, I just built up on that. And then I started running, and I realized I actually really enjoy that. It's really good for me. And now the next thing I want to do is try hot yoga. And all of a sudden I am an active girly. So it's possible, trust me. Just need to find something that works for you and makes you happy. Okay, let's move on to lifestyle. The first thing we're going to talk about is, again, something most people don't want to hear about, and it's finances. I got my finances together maybe three years ago. I was okay with it before, but it kind of stressed me out a lot. I didn't really save. I just spent on whatever I wanted to, which is fine, and I don't regret it. But I wanted to set myself up for success. And also, I didn't know this when I started, but when I was in the thick of transforming my finances and learning about it, I realized how much confidence and stability it gave me, and it was such an amazing feeling. It was like that internal confidence that's unshakable. And since then, I've kind of been hooked. So I am a huge advocate for this, and this is how I got started. So first thing you're gonna do if you're a complete beginner is you're gonna go through your bank statements or in some way figure out where your money goes every month and how much of it goes in different categories. So you can split it into like grocery, eating, drinking out, personal spending like shopping, health, like workout classes, those kind of things. Just fit it into categories that make sense for you and your life. And then you're gonna limit yourself in a way that's achievable, realistic, but a little bit challenging. So you've got kind of an idea of how much money you've been spending up to this point, and then by setting kind of limits, you're now going to minimize how much money you've been spending, if you can, of course, and then the amount that you have left, you can save. Obviously, if you have some debt, it might be smart to put your money there first. What I started with is my emergency fund, so it's kind of like a savings account for emergencies. So if anything happens, you know that you're covered and it's all going to be okay. So I personally took it to maybe a bit of an extreme, but I saved for 6 months. So I know how much money I spent on average in a month, and I multiplied it by 6, and that's how much money I have saved. So now if anything happens to me, if I'm not working for 6 months, I can live my normal life still and like figure it out as I go through those months. So that just gave me so much like safety and stability, and again, confidence. And I just highly, highly recommend. Of course, you don't have to save that much and for that amount of time. You can just choose a number that's gonna make you feel kind of settled and secure, and like you can take a breather and you know that you've taken care of yourself and your future self. Next up, figure out your organization system, a system that helps you to kind of have everything in one place, have it all planned, and just kind of feel like you're on top of your life. You kind of know what's happening. That has given me so much like stability and like a peace of mind. I was originally, like as a person, not very organized at all. Okay, I was kind of a mess, and in the past few years, I figured it out. I really am my better self, my higher self, my favorite self, whatever you want to call it. When I am put together and organized, that is when I feel my best. And I think it can't hurt. Like, you might not want as much structure and organization as I have, and that's okay, but just finding a system that works for you if you feel like you're a little bit of a mess and everything is scattered everywhere. I, as you guys know, love Notion. I literally have everything in there. And that just makes me feel calm and at peace that everything is in one place. Again, I'll share my system at some point in January, so you can just copy that and use that if you want to. But again, that might not work for you if you like just a physical calendar, writing all of it on there, having like a traditional planner, whatever works for you. It just feels amazing to kind of have your ish together. It makes life just a little bit less overwhelming, which is sometimes hard to achieve. So I'm like, as much as I can control, I will, just to make my own life easier and less stressful. So yeah. The next kind of lifestyle upgrade glow up you can try out is a monthly reset. I enjoy both a weekly and a monthly reset, but if you want to just get started, I recommend starting with a monthly one. There's so many like monthly reset routines on YouTube, so if you want to get some ideas, you can check those out. But it's basically where you sit down at the end of the month and you kind of review the last month, kind of what you've done, some memories. You can write like your highlights, the things that you want to work on more the next month, which goals you've achieved, just a full-on review. And then based on that, you make a plan for the new month, and it just makes your life feel more intentional and again, more organized and structured, which for me at least feels really good. The next one is super obvious, but it's just to revamp your home. I feel like your environment influences you so much, and you might as well use that to your advantage. So if you're trying to like step up, glow up, have a little reinvention period, just make your home reflect that version of you. If you want to focus on your health, make like your kitchen a very inviting place and have like a lot of healthy foods around. If you have like a spare junk room, you can make it into a cute little like Pilates studio. And again, you don't really have to spend much money, just use your imagination, some DIY skills, and it can really make a big difference and make you feel more inspired and just kind of help you out on your journey. Let's talk about internal. we're gonna be lucky, grateful, positive girlies, okay? I have two kind of routines that really help me with this. The first one, super basic journaling routine. I've mentioned it so many times, but in the morning you write, today is gonna be a great day. And then you're gonna write a few reasons as to why today is going to be a great day. And then either after that or in the evening, you can make a gratitude list, at least 3 things you're grateful for, and really go into detail about why you're grateful for them so you really feel it. So that's the first one. The second one is kind of like a mindset shift, but it's super easy and actually really fun. It's kind of like the lucky girl trend that was on TikTok a while ago. So a very practical example of this, I walk up to the crosswalk and the light turns green. So in that moment, it's such a simple thing, and a lot of the times we're so busy, there's so many things going on that you don't even notice it. But you're gonna start noticing it, and you're gonna have a sentence that you're gonna say either in your mind out loud, whatever floats your boat, anytime something like this happens, or you notice something beautiful and amazing, like a nice sunset, the clouds look cool, this flower is beautiful, literally anything big or small. I've actually been doing this for many years and I didn't know it had a name or it was like a trend or anything. But what I say is, I am so lucky. I feel like I was born under a lucky star. And I swear first of all, it changes your mindset, which is kind of like the glasses through which you see the world. If those glasses are rose colored and you see beautiful things, I feel like you just notice more and more of that, and your life feels more magical and beautiful, and you're much more grateful, positive. It's just also magnetic and so beautiful to be around people that are like that, and they kind of inspire you to be a little happier also and kind of see the positives and the magical parts of being alive. And then of course, if you're into like manifestation and all of that, you probably believe that that manifests more beautiful, amazing things. So that's also just a big plus. If you believe in it or not, it doesn't matter. And of course, you can make your sentence whatever you want. Feel free to borrow mine, or you can use like, oh, I'm such a lucky girl, or isn't life just magical, or if this isn't living, what is, just something like that, something that makes you feel in awe that you're just here, and you're experiencing these beautiful, amazing things. And the last one that I want to talk about is to date yourself. I've also spoken a lot about this before, but just have the mindset of, I am my own perfect partner. This also really raises your standards, and I feel like you then meet people that are way better suited for you, because you're so focused on yourself and making yourself happy that you just kind of level up and your happiness increases. And then, of course, you're not going to accept someone that's going to bring your happiness down to here, like it's kind of counterintuitive. You're like, I was so happy before, you make me miserable. Of course, I'm not going to like stay here. What is this bringing me, So great for your dating life also. But for example, when you have a bad day, how would you want your perfect dream partner to react? If that is, I would come home, he would make me some cup of tea, he would talk to me, he would listen to me, and he would tell me like encouraging words. Give that to yourself. Of course, if there's things like, oh, he would give me a hug. I mean, you can hug yourself, but you can also like get that through your friendships or something, but just as much as you can, do it for yourself. This can also be like, every Sunday I buy myself fresh flowers just to celebrate myself and make my beautiful home even more beautiful. Or when I'm stressed, I will run myself a bath. I will put on some candles, really nice relaxing music. Just treat yourself nicely and like that dream partner that just loves you so much and wants you to be happy. And just see how much your life improves. And again, this is another like fun exploration, and you kind of realize what you want in a partner or in the people around you, because you're starting to see how you enjoy being treated. And no one can take that away, and no one can take your relationship with yourself away, which is super powerful. And you can have it for the rest of your life. And that's the most beautiful thing, that this, like being in here, because wherever you go, there you are, you're always here. Imagine that being like such a beautiful, encouraging, supportive place. And I know a lot of us grew up in environments where we didn't experience this, so it takes some time to like get used to it. So when you're in a bad mood or you're crying, to not tell yourself that you shouldn't be crying and, give yourself support instead. It might feel a little bit weird at first, but just keep up with it and just do things that you would enjoy and you would love. And I hope you feel amazing, because I know that you are, and you deserve to be treated that way. Alrighty guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this gave you some ideas or helped you out. I'm so grateful for you. This channel has been such a huge part of my 2023 and like what made me happy this year. and I'm so excited to keep going. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the new year in my next video. Bye!